Good afternoon, Matthew. Thank
Hello.
you. Hello. Thank you for participating in this video exercise. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. So why don't you tell me what has brought you in today?
Well, I've been. I get these sensations and things when I go out in public, like when I go out and I go out with my friends or whatever. It's not like when I go to the mall during the day. It's at night. If I go to a bar or something with friends, I don't know. I get these like my chest gets tight and maybe like the base of my neck gets a little tight and like it's a little hard to breathe and it's just like a heaviness and I feel it and it feels like stress or anxiety
Mm-hmm.
and I want to do something about it and maybe get some help on it and see if I can like if there's a drug or if there's something I can take to stop this or some kind of breathing or something I can do to help alleviate it.
So you're having an actual physical sensation when there is a social thing happening?
Yeah.
And that sensation, those sensations are in your chest and in your neck,
Right.
and you said a heaviness.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are the emotions that you're feeling before you go
Emotions?
out? Yeah.
Well, I don't know that I've identified them and said these are the emotions that I'm feeling. I guess I get a little anxious, scared, worried about going out. I don't know.
Does this happen every time you go out?
Well, only only at night. If I'm going out specifically for going to not restaurants, maybe going to the clubs, going to somewhere like or bars or something. So it's not. So the answer is no because I wouldn't like if I'm going to the mall right now during the day. It wouldn't really worry me.
So it's sort of specific um, to sort of the social gatherings at night at a bar, at a
That's true.
club, um, at those kinds of places.
Right.
What do you think it is about those kinds of places that inspires that feeling? Those physical feelings.
I don't know. I guess the pressure is on a little bit more, like that you look good and you present yourself attractively, like physically, and your personality and things that there's a little more pressure like that to fit in, I guess.
So do you worry that people are making those kinds of judgments on you?
Yeah.
And,
I suppose,
yeah. And that sort of heightens the urgency to be accepted.
I guess. I don't think of it that way. I think. If we're talking about it, I could say almost everyone has those same thoughts or needs, I guess, but maybe mine are amplified a bit more, so maybe it's causing some symptoms, but I don't, if I'm getting ready, or if I'm going on, I'm like, oh my God, are people going to like me? Oh God. I don't think, those thoughts don't cross my mind like that.
Okay.
But I'm supposing that's what's happening is, I just want to be treated, I don't know, looked upon nicely.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, you're saying that what you feel is actually sort of the norm. It's just with you, those feelings have a bit more urgency.
Yeah, it's like they're amplified. I mean, I feel like everyone has these. I feel like I'm not strange in having these thoughts or feelings. Or what's the weird part to me is that I'm having physical symptoms and it's strong enough that I need to see someone about it.
Well, absolutely, you're absolutely correct. It's not. It's not abnormal or weird to have those feelings. Everyone has those feelings. But the fact that you are expressing there's a physical part to it that you want to change. What sort of things have you done to deal with the physical sensations?
Well, I drink alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
That helps. And
do you drink alcohol before you
yes.
go out?
Yes.
And during?
Yes.
Okay. And does it work?
Oh yeah. by the time, I mean, before I even go out, I'll have a few drinks, and that basically makes these sensations go away. So I'm, let's say, happy by the time I get to the place I'm going, and then I still drink and have fun. And the thing is, it's a fun exercise for me, so I don't.
What's a fun
drinking
exercise?
like drinking to kind of calm down. I feel like it's fun, and so I'm a little torn of. I mean, I feel like maybe it's a little too much. That's probably why I'm here. I don't think it's normal to have to drink a few drinks to have to go out.
Are you open to the concept of trying new things that are not drinking?
I think that's what I'd prefer. And maybe I need to take my overall. I mean, I'm not on any kind of drugs or pills or anything, and I'm open to it if I think that would help. But I'm a little hesitant to take any kind of like happy pills that I hear other people take. But I'm open to it.
I'm talking about the concept of being open to doing different sort of coping strategies to help, not necessarily medication, but other coping strategies that would help deal with the symptoms that you're experiencing in regards to the anxiety that you feel before going out.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd prefer that. I mean, in an ideal world, I could not have a drink at all before, maybe do some coping things or whatever, and then when I get there, I'm fine. Instead of having to drink 3 or 4 drinks and then go to the places.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, what you currently do is you have a plan to go out. Then how quickly, or about, if you could give me a time frame of when the physical sensations occur. Like, do you start drinking before the physical sensations occur? Do you start drinking when they occur?
Well, probably it gets 5, 6 o'clock. I know that I'm going out later, so and it's in my routine. I'll start having drinks, and maybe I start feeling some. I mean, I feel like I'm medicating myself, so it's not happening. So I don't. It's not actually happening much because I know how to fix it. I know that if I drink, it won't happen. So, I guess to answer your question, it's not really happening now because I know how to drug myself to stop it from happening. But if I don't want to do that, I guess is why I'm here. I'd rather not have to have a few drinks to prevent that. I'd rather do some breathing exercises or maybe, I don't know if you have like mental tricks that you can use to. I just don't know anything about that stuff, so maybe you have some ideas of what I could do to prevent those symptoms from happening.
Well, it's good. It sounds like you're interested and that you are open to learning new ways of dealing with those symptoms. I also want to discuss and talk about the feelings that are actually associated with these physical sensations. Because I think what will start to occur is when you're not drinking, you're going to have to, those feelings, there will be feelings that come up that we'll have to address.
Okay.
So we have a good foundation to start from.
Okay.
There are definitely some things and some strategies that we can use to help deal with those physical sensations, but we also want to begin to discuss some of the emotions associated with those physical sensations and see what we can do to sort of manage that so that you don't have to use alcohol as a way to manage.
Okay.
And deal with what happens when you go out in a social environment that triggers these things. So definitely thank you for participating in this, and
Sure.
let's do it again.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.